So as you can see, we've got a lot of stray hairs going on along here. So what I want to do is take some tweezers. I really like these Tweezerman ones. I will link them down below. So the first thing you want to do is just pluck away any of the stray hairs. Don't start from up here. Start from below the eyebrow because it will give a more lifted appearance. So all of these stray hairs here, I'm just going to go ahead and pluck away. I'm quite lucky in the fact that I don't find it very painful plucking my eyebrows, and I'm quite used to it. So if you're very new to this, a good tip is to stretch the skin with one hand and then pluck away at the hairs with the other hand, and pulling the skin taut is just going to lessen the pain a little bit and also help you get a better grip. To get that defined inner part of your brow line, take the point of your tweezer and draw an imaginary line from the main middle section of your brow to the beginning section of it, so you have a straight line, and then you can kind of gauge where to pluck. Or if you want to, you can also take a pencil eyeliner or brow pencil and just draw the line physically and then just pluck whatever is below it. Then after all the plucking is complete and your eyebrow skin is looking a little bit peachy, then you want to go ahead and take a spoolie, or if you can just use your finger if you really want to, or if you don't have a spoolie to hand, and just trim away any of the excess hair. This really helps when filling in the brows because there's not so much hair to go by. Obviously don't go too obsessive in this part, and I tend to go a tiny bit too obsessive on the outer section. I have this kind of weird hanging down bit, so don't do it too much, but whatever hangs on the edge of the spoolie, just trim that down, and I promise you it'll be so much easier when filling in your brows, and they just look instantly tidier. A good way to measure where to start your brows is from the inner part of your brow, the arch and the outer tail, by holding a pencil liner kind of thing, or like any kind of pencil, and then where those points meet up is where you should pluck your brows. I will link a picture down below so you can see what I mean. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows, and I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow for this in the shade Chocolate, which is a warm brown shade. I start by aligning the bottom parts of my brows to get that real shape in kind of little sweeping motions, and I do the top parts and I just keep filling in, and every single time I do this I just keep looking back to the mirror to kind of see where I'm going, because I do tend to get very close to the mirror when doing this, so you want to see how it looks in all, like your whole face. So then once you've filled in the kind of main part of your brows, you want to go onto the inner section, and to be honest I think brows are such a personal preference in my opinion. I mean, if you like a kind of heavy inner part of your brow towards the nose area, then go for it. If you like no product on that area, then go for it. Just kind of gauge and see what you like. This is how I do it. I start by applying a really kind of defined line on the inner section of my brow, and then kind of just flicking upwards because I like less product in the top part of it. I do tend to fix everything with concealer, and you'll learn when you start doing these kind of techniques that concealer is your best friend when it comes to doing your brows, because no matter how many mistakes you make, you can always just tidy it up and no one ever knows that you've made a mistake on your brows. So I'm going ahead and applying some concealer. I just apply it to a lip brush and then define the underbrows. I apply a very light concealer because I like to kind of highlight that area. That's just the way I like my brows. And I like to draw, and again just keep looking in the mirror for engagement rather than a close-up one. Look it all over your face. Look at your face in the mirror from far away to see what it looks like, and then just carry it on down. Again, this is going to really clean up those brows, make them really nice and defined and very Instagram on fleek worthy. So just continue to outline your brows with the concealer. You don't have to do it all around. If you want to, you could just do it on the underlying part, as it looks a lot more flattering on the eye, to be honest, than a lot of people, but I just like to kind of do the whole brow because that's the way I like to do them, and yeah, I just like it. Keeps them nice and defined. Then I just blend that concealer in with my finger, and then after that you have the finished brow look, and that is how I do my brows. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.